We have a ton of topics tonight.
Boatloads.
Both topics.
Yeah, both of them well researched, of course.
Oh, of course. So let's go. Let's see if I'm actually streaming. Oh, you're streaming.
Woohoo!
Wait, are you? I think that's when my phone buzzed. YouTube Studio. Oh,
Beta.
can just go over here.
Oh.
Live. I'm live, apparently. The internet can totally see me now.
I'm also live in yellow. The internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. Oh, okay.
Oh, so you're actually live. Okay.
Okay, it just popped up. It was blue.
That's good. Okay.
Whoa. Can you hear yourself? Oh, we didn't change volume on this either.
That's correct. I do not hear any. Oh, that's because my system sounds off. All right, cool. So I can hear myself on my stream, which my stream should be the one that's questionable.
Yep. Microphone's being raised now, so turn your computer down as I raise it back up.
Turn it down?
For if anyone ever watches this episode. Because they would have turned it up at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, it's okay.
Screw
Wow,
it.
that was way overloaded.
Oh, wow.
That's no bueno.
Oh, come on. I'm a sound guy. I know when red is good.
I'm not a sound guy. And even I know when red is always bad. All right, anyway. We should be up and running, and we should be streaming to both of our channels.
Hopefully.
His channel via OBS, and my channel via OBS to FFMPeg.
Yeah.
Which is a tool that is used to encode videos and apparently stream videos. Didn't know that until about 2 hours ago.
So if you want the latest news, view my live stream. We are 3 seconds ahead.
Your stream's actually probably a little bit ahead of mine.
It has to be. There's no way it's not.
Because I hit recording a little bit before. Anyway. All right. So we got a few topics on the dock. And when I say a few, I mean...
Two.
I mean a and few. So I'm kind of interested. And you have another project. Didn't you say you had another project?
Yeah.
Is that something we're talking about here?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be interested to hear that. It. He mentioned a project he's working on or thinking about working on very vaguely on Saturday night to me.
Yeah.
And didn't go into any details. He told me like 3 words about it, which I forgot. I have absolutely zero idea what his project is.
I really wish I wasn't running late today because I went right by my store.
Okay.
And what the project needs is in the store. I was going to bring it and be like, ta-da, because it's not cheap.
Okay.
But I've already owned it for a while, since last summer.
Trying to think. Okay.
I
still have no idea.
Flight pedals and a flight wheel.
Flight sim?
Flight sim, but with the FPV goggles for drone, and have the pedals and the steering column.
So it could be for a car or for a plane?
Yeah. So, quadcopters can be a little hard for the obvious reasons. Quadcopters would be hard too.
Yeah.
Because you gas it and you just shoot up.
Yeah.
That would make it. But for a straight wing plane,
yeah,
it would be really, really
cool. Yeah, because you use the pedals for rudder in a plane.
Yeah.
Do you have a stick too? Or just the...
I got the pedals that if you push one side, the other side comes in, so you have to...
Oh, so it's actual...
So yeah, they fight each other. So if you push on both, they just...
Dip the nose or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if you just push with your left foot, the right foot pulls back.
Gotcha.
And then they both do this thingy, but they don't program.
That doesn't do anything. That's just for
comfort.
Comfort, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then I have a little gear shift column. It has 3 gear shift things.
Okay.
One's like a circle, one's a triangle, and one's a square. But otherwise, so you can tell if you have goggles on, you can feel them. You can feel the difference from the handle shape.
Oh, there's 3
sticks. There's 3 sticks.
Gotcha.
And they all are...
are they variable?
Yep, 0 to 100.
Wow. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and so you can actually feel the difference too. I mean, aside from being able to feel like, oh, this one's on the left side.
Yeah.
You can feel like the triangle. They're also colored different, but
But if you have goggles on, it won't really help.
Doesn't make a difference.
Dang, that'd be pretty cool.
And then the steering column is like the 2-stick with a bottom bar thing, and then it has a plethora of buttons.
Like a plane, okay.
Yeah, it has tons of buttons on it.
So you mentioned using an FPV headset. Would you use that, or would you use a VR headset? Because the nice thing about a VR headset is motion sensing.
Yes, but if you have a VR headset, you need 360 camera that's live. And I don't know if that's a possible thing. Like a VTX 360 camera.
Oh, wait. You're going to use this for flying
Yeah.
actual model airplanes. Is there a field behind your shop?
There is. And
so that's why you were saying with the FPV goggles.
Yeah, and half a mile down my shop is a quad baseball field.
Okay. So you can load that bad boy up on the back of a
car. Yeah, it's
a
like
van or something.
And I got a generator upstairs.
Oh, man.
Just bring a computer, plug in all the USB ports. I have like 6 USB buses at that point.
Yeah.
It would
That
be
really interesting.
Yeah, flying a real quadcopter would be hard because you would have just to make up controls.
Uh-huh.
Because you got 2 pedals to control.
Yeah.
You do like the pedals for side to side. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, or you could, I guess you could do yaw with the feet.
Oh, like turning.
Left or right. Yeah.
Okay.
Left or right, and then the wheel for tilt, which is kind of like, and then I guess you'd have collective over here, which would be the power, which is how a plane would be.
Yeah.
Like the gear shift thing, just I think that's how planes are. How you does power in a plane.
Yes, the power in the plane is one of the sticks. Well, that's
although it'd be a good idea to find out what the power for a helicopter is, because a quad's a lot more similar to a helicopter.
Yeah.
I think than a plane.
You get 2 of those 3 sticks, and then you have each stick for one of the props.
like a tank or something where you're like controlling them independently.
Oh, crash and burn.
Have you looked into building a model airplane?
No, but I think that's what it'd be better for.
Yes, I think so too. I've been interested in building a model airplane with the servos and the propeller and stuff.
And
I've heard it's a lot easier to build than a quadcopter.
Less motors, I would assume.
1/4 as many, probably. But yeah. Although I've never really messed with servos, so I'm not sure how that would work. But I'm sure there's like a control board that you can buy. I think it would be a lot cheaper than a quad too.
I think it would.
Because all you're using really for the like body of the plane is foam board.
Yeah.
Foam. Some people use wood or
balsa wood
metal, balsa wood or metal. Yeah, but you could definitely go with a foam board. Is how a lot of them do.
But I kind of want to put like $200 for my budget for the plane. But that would include like all the plane parts and all the cameras.
The controller, the controller. Sorry, the flight controller. The flight controller, the prop, the front motor.
And I think the camera's going to be the majority of the. Because if
it could not.
If it's not a static camera, it's going to be crazy expensive.
Yeah, I've seen videos of people with a camera that moves around. Yeah. But that would be more expensive.
Do like a 180, like almost like a fisheye camera, and then have it zoomed in a little bit, and then you have a little bit to tilt.
True.
But you wouldn't have 270 degrees. You just have 180 or something.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to need 360 because you're not gonna fly and then turn all the way around and keep flying.
Yeah.
It would be really cool to be able to fly and then do this.
Uh-huh.
And just poke your head over. But it doesn't do motion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the camera doesn't actually move. It would just look at the plane.
Yeah. But I mean, you would still be able to see pretty far down.
Yeah. Dang, that's pretty cool.
It'd be really could. But I'm trying to save up a couple $100 to throw into it. Because I think I would be a lot better flying if I had that much more realism into it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it feels like a toy.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you're in the plane, it doesn't feel. It won't feel like a toy. Like being in VR doesn't feel like
being
a
in
game.
VR. Yeah.
I mean, it feels like a game because of the graphics, but
the screen door effect.
Yeah, I don't do the suicide runs I do in PC games.
You play more conservative.
Yeah, I play like, I don't really want to get shot.
Yeah. Dang, that would be pretty cool. And the only other downside I see would be latency.
Yeah, but I don't see it being much more latent than a normal headset and controller.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I've wanted to build like a model plane like that.
Yeah, because the foot pedals and the steering wheel was like $350. So I've already spent hopefully the
most of the
expensive
money.
part.
Yeah, and you have the
Yeah.
headset. You have a headset now at least,
I have 2 headsets
and a controller. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a far goal.
Okay.
It'll probably happen over the summer.
Yeah.
But if it does happen, I'll probably have you help me a lot, and it'll be like a little mini YouTube series
Yes.
on how many cuss words can Jacob say in a live stream.
Scrapyard Wars, Airplane Edition. I haven't really made any progress on either of my projects. I haven't unboxed any of my phone stuff for building the phone.
Okay. Have you progressed in it, though? Off-camera
No.
progress?
No.
No, okay.
Basically haven't worked on it at all.
Okay. Can't blame you.
I feel like there was another project I was working on. Also didn't go anywhere on that.
Okay. I haven't done anything with home automation. It's still sitting exactly where you said it last week.
For the Raspberry Pi is. But you did get your... Did you have the... Oh, nice.
Brought down.
Is that the pad?
So this is...
Whoa, that's really
the
nice.
Yoga Tab 3.
So this is for his grocery
Yeah, I guess if we put it in front of my face, you
inventory
can see it.
system.
Look at that bump right there on my forehead. That is... But it feels really good in the hands.
Yeah, let me see that. Okay. It feels... I really like the screen. It's pretty thin.
The plastic protector might still be on the screen. I don't know.
Okay.
It might not be.
I like it, though. I like the texture on the back. So...
Yeah, all the stickers still on it because I still got 30 days to return it if I don't want it. So I'm leaving the stickers on to make sure that it works for what I need. There's 2 big complaints I got for it.
Okay, and so here's the camera, which... Okay. Turns like that. So what is all of this? Is this batteries?
I have no
or
idea what it
internals?
is.
Because it is pretty thin.
It's very thin. I would assume it's like half battery.
Yeah.
But this comes out, which is really cool.
So that's a little stand.
Yeah, so you can stand it like this. The dumb part is the stand doesn't do anything to do it this way.
Yeah.
You just balance it. Which is a shame because the app is a portrait
only.
not landscape at
Yeah.
all. So I have to find a way to stick it to a microwave with a giant battery bump on the back.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm just going to, because I got a 20-pound magnet, I'm just going to pour hot glue on it until it raises high enough.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know how to get almost a ½ inch.
No, I think that would be fine.
But I want to use it for 30 days before I pour hot glue onto the back of it.
Yeah. So,
But
you've
yeah.
got the microwave, and you've got the trash can underneath the microwave.
So, yes.
So this will be, where will this be? Will it be on the bottom of the microwave facing down?
So, like, the
Or-
microwave's in front of you. The trash can is to the right.
Okay.
So the microwave sits on a shelf, and the trash can is beside the shelf.
Okay.
So when you walk through the hall, you're passing the side of the microwave and the trash can, and then there's another shelf on that side. So this will be stuck to the microwave with a trash can under it, and then the microwave door would be way out here.
Okay.
And so this would just be on the side, and it's the same side the controls are. So hopefully, I don't understand how a microwave could destroy a tablet from the
we'll see.
outside, but we'll see. It's a $130 experiment, I guess.
And then you'll scan it by just swiping it in front of this, which will be vertical.
Yep. Yeah. So the hope is that the button's actually the big one on the top.
That's the power button.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you hit the power button. I want to get it so you don't have to swipe.
So you don't have to unlock it, yeah.
But then there's the
Only app on there.
Yeah, it's the only app on the home screen. You
Yeah.
can't miss it. And then you hit plus, barcode, and then you scan.
Okay.
And once you scan it. Oh, this might have to be sideways to scan.
Oh, mine's already open. Shoot. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you would scan it, and then it would just...
And then toss it in the trash.
Yeah.
In the rubbish bin.
If you've ever been grocery shopping, it's pretty much the exact same idea.
Yeah.
You just scan it and throw it in a bag.
Yeah. So,
But I actually really like this one.
yeah. It feels nice.
Feels really nice.
So the two downsides are the bump is a good thing and a bad thing because
It feels
makes
great to
not
hold.
fit.
So if you want to use a tablet, I would highly recommend it so far.
Yeah.
It had like 13 updates. It was a really old version of Android.
Okay.
I watched an entire 40-minute show, and by
While
the
it
end
was
of
installing.
it was done.
Yeah.
Because it was install, wait 5 minutes, run through,
Yeah.
start back up, run updates, and it kept doing it.
Gotcha.
So it was behind on updates, which
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah.
But I really like it.
So what was the other downside in addition to the bump? The fact that it doesn't have a prop for the bottom.
Yeah, I thought this little handle here.
It's not quite long enough to.
Would have gone all the way down.
Yeah.
So you could set it like this, because most tablets can.
Yeah.
Every tablet stand could stand it both ways.
Yeah.
I haven't met one that doesn't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I really like it. Wish it was cheaper, of course, but can't
hey,
complain.
Yeah. For $130, it's
a lot better than that $50
seems to
one.
be really good, yeah. Then we've got the Windows Linux. So
I read this and was completely uninterested. I was
Okay.
like, oh, that's great. People who like Linux usually don't care for Windows.
you're right, but sometimes it can be nice to have a little bit more command line stuff
Okay.
available on Linux. Installing stuff on Linux can be difficult sometimes.
It's almost always difficult all the time.
But at the same time, you literally just type in one command in the command line and hit enter, and it's done. You don't have to go through all these stupid menus and find the source on a website and click through all these menus on a website. All this
You just double click an executable file and agree to the terms of service.
Yeah, you just, like, for example, the command line thing I ran for the FFMPeg stream.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see how fast we can screw this one up.
yeah.
Watch this.
I might not be on stream in a second. Which, like, I was able to pretty much Google and find the command and then just type it in and hit enter.
And it worked?
And it worked. Ish.
Okay.
I mean, I had to change the command a little bit.
Yeah.
I had to specify where the video file OBS was saving was saved. And then I had to change the RTMP server that it was streaming to, which was my YouTube channel, and I had to put in my custom YouTube key. Like secure key, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
The RTMPS.
Yeah, but I didn't have to go through all these menus, and I guess I still did because I had to use OBS anyway. But I don't know. Sometimes having more command line functionality is nice. So I'll be interested to see how that turns out. But yeah, you're right that most people who like Linux just
use Linux.
use Linux. Yeah.
They don't even deal with Windows.
But I use Windows because Linux doesn't have that great game support yet.
I want
and some software.
Like
my video editor doesn't run on Linux. So I have to use Windows for that too.
Oh, okay. I want Chrome OS.
Okay.
But for any computer.
Is it only for Chromebooks now?
You can't get it otherwise.
Okay.
The closest thing to Chrome OS is Cloud Ready that I can find.
Okay.
Cloud Ready is great as far as I'm concerned. I love it.
And why do you like Chrome OS more than just another version of Linux? Because Chrome OS is just a Linux issue, right?
Yeah. I like it because it's crazy simple, crazy lightweight. And
that is
every time I've used it, it never bothers me.
Okay.
Every Windows computer I go on bothers me.
Okay.
Because they're all set up different.
Yeah.
They're great and good and bad. They're way too customizable.
Yeah. I can see that.
Like Windows 7 was great because it wasn't crazy customizable. Like it was still very customizable. But you could sit in front of almost any Windows 7 and be like, oh, there we go. But then with Windows 10, I even get rid of all my... I guess we can screen share this real fast if you want to screen share it.
Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure we're not sharing any... Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, as long as we don't have like the URL up there.
So on mine, I don't even have this side panel here with all the Windows 10. I don't even know what you call them. Live buttons or
something? Yeah, the live buttons. I don't think I have that. Oh, I do have that.
Yeah,
that's kind of annoying. How do you turn that off?
You just right click and
turn off.
No, you have to right click each individual one.
Are you serious?
And then just unpin from start.
Unpin? Oh my gosh.
And then once you unpin them all, you can grab the right side of the menu and just pull it over. Because you can make it bigger or smaller, but if you have any of them on, you have to have it at least one column big.
Okay.
And I like it without any of them. I like it just like this. I can't expand it while we're on screen because I don't know what's on there. So we're going to go back to here real fast. I'm going to expand. Oh, of course, there's nothing on there because otherwise you can't make it small. So usually it's like out here and you have stuff
pinned.
and you have a whole bunch of these squares. So you just right click it and do unpin from start. And then you are able to, once you get all of them unpinned from start, you can drag it all over. And I like it like this.
Do you ever use that? Okay, and then you just drag that. Wow, that's really nice.
And it looks a lot more like 7 start.
Yeah. Do you ever actually use the start menu to find programs? Because I just search for it in the search bar.
So
like I'll type in AUD for Audacity, or
you can make us bigger again.
Yeah, or Adobe for Premiere.
Yep.
Or OBS for OBS, and then I'll select either 64 or 32-bit because I have both installed for some reason. Or if I'm doing something in Python or a editor, I'll just type in the first few characters and hit enter. Or calculator, I just cal and then hit enter.
So the majority of the stuff I do, this laptop is a special exception because it's basically just wiped clean, so I can almost screen share anytime.
Yeah.
But I almost always have start icons.
Okay.
And they're usually the programs I have one column, so it's 3 by 5. So I have the top 15 things I use.
Okay.
But then 4 of them are news. I have the news and then the weather. So 8 of the 15 are news and weather, and it just does a live cycle. So it shows you the temperature today.
Gotcha.
And then the likeness of rain. And then the news is just the top 3 things trending in the U.S.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, great. We're still not bombed.
Okay. So that's not so much for going to programs, but just like...
Yeah. So most of the programs are pinned on my taskbar.
Okay.
Because I only use like 6 programs.
Yeah.
Now, for the store computer, I have like a ton of different diagnostic programs to like work on hard drives or to type in what's wrong and help me out some.
Mm-hmm.
I do exactly what you do. I just hit start
and then
I type in the first 3 letters.
Yeah.
Because with Google Chrome, it spoiled me because I can just hit Control T for a new tab, type the first letter and hit enter, and it pulls up the website I need.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't visit that many websites.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I use start, type in the first couple letters, and then it pops right up.
Yeah. Like I have a few pinned, but really the only one I ever use is Chrome and File Explorer.
And then I actually lose track of my mouse a lot on my work desk.
Okay.
Because it's a big 8 feet by 3 feet desk.
Yeah.
It has a giant mouse pad that covers almost the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I use that more to...
So you lose the actual mouse or the cursor?
The mouse. The physical mouse itself.
This guy.
Because I'll either have one desktop that's apart and diagnosing parts on the desktop.
Yeah.
Or I'll have like 2 or 3 laptops right in front of me.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll be working on one, I can't find it. But the keyboard is always behind the center one.
Okay, yeah.
I always keep the keyboard there.
Yeah.
It says I almost never use my mouse on the work computer. I'll hit the Windows flag for the start menu.
Yep.
Type in what I need.
Yep.
And then I'll just down arrow to the usually second or third.
Yeah.
Enter. And then I use my keyboard more than I use my mouse.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's a black mouse on a black mouse pad with tons
of
parts.
junk.
Yeah. It's always full.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Not arguing about that.
Oh, my video is unavailable. Why is that?
Hey, mine's live.
Maybe that didn't work.
Refresh yours because it says you're still live.
Does it say I'm live? It does say I'm live.
What I can do is I can go to mine and look you up.
Hey, we're online. No, we're offline. I'm offline.
My media.
Dang it, man! This was gonna be great. I had this all set up and saving us like $500.
Guess we just need a sponsor. Not yet. We need a sponsor in 7 minutes. Oh, I can't find you.
Control-C. Oh, I wonder if this is going to start over from the beginning of the file. I hope not.
Yep. Yes, it did. That's...
Alright, I'll be... I'm
yeah,
change
you
that.
figured it out real fast.
Yeah. Alright. There we go. Oh, I need the mouse.
There you go. Oh, come on. Learn to use the mouse with a keyboard. We all do.
Did I just turn it off? Is the battery dead?
It shouldn't be dead. Uh-oh. All right. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna put in the sponsor spot for people.
Oh yeah.
Because it's close enough to halfway. We're at 24 minutes and 53 seconds, which is close enough to 30 minutes. But this is where we would put the sponsor spot. We would love to have more sponsors, or any sponsors. We specifically like sponsors that do multi-streams, so we can multi-stream to multiple places.
Successfully.
Yeah, successfully. The mouse not working now?
No.
Do you need a battery?
Possibly.
I can get a battery real fast.
All right.
You just gotta entertain the crowd with our sponsorships.
Oh yes.
Double A.
Yes.
If Energizer wants to sponsor.
Yes. So if we have a battery company or anyone that wants to sponsor us, that'd be great. You don't have to be tech related either. You could be tech related. You could be food related, drink related. We could get a beverage company, say a popular coffee company or a beef jerky company. You know.
Madrinas.
Have you watched the roast video yet?
I have not. It's sitting open on my computer.
Okay, yeah, I watched like half of it.
Yes, when I woke up and Louis Rossman had a 1 hour studio tour, and then the roast was Linus Sebastian roast was an hour and a half. And I was like, what should I spend my time on? So I watched the studio tour. Kind of interesting. If you like studio tours, it's great. If you don't really care about looking at other people's place, not that interesting.
Security. Control cut.
Wasn't that some timing for a battery today?
Yeah. Zoop.
Doing like a time code jump?
I started a new recording.
So
we'll see if that works.
Hopefully so. Oh, it already changed because it did say offline up in the
right there.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Part 2. This is not the first part 2 we've had.
No.
There was that time the power went out or something.
Or something.
And then our other topic. So
This is terrifying.
recently, can we go into what that is or no?
Yeah, it's legal.
Okay.
Legally, we can.
you explain what you were doing.
All right. So I bought a motorcycle, brand new to the whole thing, and so I bought a cheapo one on Craigslist. Got my permit with the state, so I'm all legal to ride it. Got my title transferred, the insurance, got the plate, got the little sticker that goes on the plate to say that we're good till this time next year.
It's legal.
We're legal.
But anyway, one of the things that he noticed while he was, I guess, at the end of the month when you got your little Google Maps report.
Yep.
Because we've talked about that on stream before.
A lot.
Yes, a lot. So at the end of the month, he gets like a report of where he went and businesses he visited.
Yes.
And one of the nice things about that is that he gets to review businesses.
Because, I'll sit there one night and have a couple sodas and just sit there and review businesses.
Which helps out the small business owners. He's a small business owner. It's cool.
Yeah.
But it also tracks pretty much everywhere he's been.
Yeah,
like
so
everywhere he's been. Including when he's not got Google Maps out.
Yes.
So if the phone's just in your pocket, the entire trip,
it
still records.
Yeah, which I even has today's already up.
Okay.
And it asks, where you at? And it puts the address. And yes, I was.
Okay, yeah.
So I just hit yes to let it know that I was there. Because I want to give them... I've already given them a review, but...
And sometimes it'll tell you how far you walked that day. So that's easy enough. If it judges that you're traveling less than 5 miles an hour, it can assume you're walking.
Yeah.
Or
if you're
maybe if you're walking off streets or something.
Yeah, if you're on like 10 to 25.
You're bicycling.
Yeah, a lot of people report that Google Maps found out that they're bicycling. And one thing I think there... Super family. One thing I found out there was that people might be using bike trails.
Okay, that makes sense too.
And it's way easier to know if you're on a bicycle or not
Yes.
if you're using a bike trail.
Yes. But when you were riding your motorcycle,
Yes.
it was detecting that you were riding a motorcycle.
And not a car.
And not a car. Which, in theory, the speed should be similar.
Very similar.
The motorcycle might be able to accelerate slightly faster, but not enough that it should change.
For my car to motorcycle difference, it can accelerate way faster.
Prius.
Yeah, Prius versus a motorcycle. It's definitely bigger. So I've been reading up on forums on how Google Maps can tell the difference between riding a motorcycle and riding in a car.
So did you find an answer? Because let me see if I can guess the answer. Did you find like what you think is going to be?
There is no answer.
There's no answer?
That I can find.
Okay, because the two things that I'm thinking of are even creepier than just the tracking. One would be audio.
Okay, so there's one way to disprove that one.
Okay, but my thought is that audio, the bike would be louder.
Yeah.
Maybe because you're outside, you're not inside an enclosed thing. On the other hand, if you're in a Jeep with
that's exactly what the argument was.
Or older truck.
Yep, Jeep, diesel truck, or
even just wind. I mean,
or a convertible.
Or a convertible, yeah.
If you're in a Camaro convertible, it sounds pretty much like a motorcycle.
The only other option that I can think of, or I have thought of, is tracking the accelerometer.
So someone else has mentioned that.
Because a bike, you're basically sitting on the engine, so I would assume it's more rumbly.
Yeah.
And more bumpy than being in a car with suspension and blah, blah, blah. But the same thing applies if you're in an older truck.
Yeah.
Or you're in a vehicle with a busted suspension.
If you're in a 1940s, like a 1946, I don't know, car, it's not going to have suspension. It's going to be two wooden rods on two dowel wheels or some crap like that. Like, how would it tell the difference between a motorcycle and a horse and buggy? I mean, a horse and buggy's not going to be as fast.
Speed.
Yeah.
Unless you got some really fast horses.
Yeah.
With your 2 horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're saying accelerometer for the vibrations?
For the vibrations, yeah.
Someone else had mentioned to me the geolocation accelerometer, and it could tell how fast you're launching from 0. Because most motorcycles will go 0 to speed limit way faster than a car will.
But you're probably not doing that on that bike.
But I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you I'm not going fast.
And anyway, if you've got something like a Tesla or a sports car, you're going to be just as fast as a normal person on a bike.
You'll probably
maybe not as fast as a speedster on a bike, but
you're going to be faster than a cruiser.
Yeah.
And so I found, and it's gotten it wrong a couple times.
Okay.
But so far from what I can find is that it's been wrong when it's in my pocket.
As opposed to being on your
mounted
dash.
On the steering wheel.
Because he's got a clamp, almost like you see people in their cars with their GPS.
Yeah.
He's got something like that for his phone on the bike.
Yeah, or on a bicycle. People put it on the front of their bicycle.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, but it's just on the handrail. But yeah, so far hasn't been wrong when it's on the bike. Okay. And it has been wrong a couple times when it's in my pocket. And I haven't figured it out yet.
Gotcha.
Another theory is that because it's an Android phone owned by Google, they can see what I type. And if I tell a friend, hey, I'm writing to your house versus, hey, I'm driving to your house.
Okay.
It could also play a role.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that Google's that creepy yet.
Uh-huh.
To the point that they're finding out if you're saying writing or driving for what vehicle you're taking.
Yeah.
And then, there was one more.
I'm going to go ahead and Google that just while we're talking because, I mean, I don't know how.
Yeah, it's really creepy how. Because I've ridden on the bicycle just to work, and I drive a car to work, and I don't take it out. And so yeah, one of the times I went to work, I kept it in my pocket. I didn't even take it out.
Got on the bike, right?
Yeah, got to work. I opened up everything and started working on the computer. I was like, let me see. I pulled it out, and it said I rode on the bike to work.
Okay.
It's like it's already updated for today, and it shows that I rode everywhere today. And I looked just in case. I rode with a friend. I didn't drive to one location. And I'm so glad it just said driving and not rode with a friend. Because then I really would have freaked out.
Wait, say that again?
So like it says driving.
Okay.
But from here, from this driving to this driving, I didn't drive. I rode in someone else's car.
Oh, okay.
We just met at a place, and then I got into their car, and then we kept riding.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And I was curious if it would have detected me driving to a location I always drive to.
Being the driver in a car versus being the passenger in a car.
Yeah.
That would be... There would be no way.
Yeah.
To do that without...
he's an iPhone user. So.
Okay.
But that would be really... That'd be almost cool, because one thing Google Maps timeline can be used for is to prove you're not somewhere for like a legal reason or some sort like that. But then it can also be in the same sense used as, oh, I have an alibi. I was with this friend on this date 3 years ago.
Yeah. So here's another image. I found a Reddit article about it. Not article, but thread about it. Whatever you call it. And it's got a picture on Imager. It says motorcycling, walking. Yeah, I'll do that.
You want to put...
I think that would probably break everything. Something. Yeah, let me put that. I'll put it right where you're at. So there's the Reddit. But basically, the guy shared an image of his Google Maps report that shows motorcycling, walking.
I don't have the mouse.
Oh, let me grab the mouse. And the interesting thing about this is from... Are you good to share?
Yep.
This is from 2 years ago. So you see he's got motorcycling circled there. And then walking. And then if you go back to the Reddit post, one of the first things, says, do lane split. Google uses everyone's location to analyze the flow of traffic, which makes sense. That's how they tell you the best route, the fastest route.
Yeah.
Specifically during rush hour or accidents.
Yes.
Which I guess that is one of the benefits of them being tracking everybody.
Yeah. Is that traffic is really well done.
Yeah. Almost like having smart cars.
Yeah.
I would not quite there, but...
So I would rather have like the talk to each other's smart cars rather than upload
talk to Google.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the smart car will talk to the one beside it, and that would be considered one hop.
Yeah.
And then smart cars messages could be like a
hop
30
forward.
hop.
Yeah, recursive hops.
So if your car sends a hop backwards, like, hey, we're slowing down, then the next car will send one like, hey, me and one car in front of me are slowing down, and that one will say, hey, me and two cars in front of me are slowing down.
Have you heard of recursion? Do you know what recursion is?
No.
That's what recursion is.
That's exactly what that is?
When it sends it, and then it comes back, Or it sends it
because I don't,
to the next car and the next
I don't like the idea of just uploading to the Tesla cloud. Traffic in this street in this city is
where everybody's been
clogged up by these people.
Yeah.
Coming home from this place.
Yeah. But anyway, so the guy says, do lane split. Google uses everyone's location to analyze the flow of traffic. If you're still moving through traffic when everyone else is doing 2 miles an hour, they can make the assumption that you're on a motorcycle or a scooter. Which in your case, you're not lane splitting.
Never lane split.
So
don't really plan on it.
Yeah. So they were doing this even 2 years ago, and I'll look and see if there's anything else. Here's another person saying, do you filter between cars at red lights?
There's other stuff down below.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, gotcha. If you go up and click the...
view more about this discussion. Okay, cool. I've never used Reddit before. Does it show?
But yeah, and then there's more people saying, like, GPS, which I guess that's how they would know if you're filtering through red lights. Oh, this is interesting. So this is just an assumption, but perhaps the accelerometers on your phone can tell you're tilting when you turn.
I didn't think
Similarly,
about that.
The app might make the guess because you're weaving through traffic, which you're not weaving through traffic,
but
you are tilting when you turn. Which that would go back to the accelerometers, although not what I had.
Yeah.
Not the vibration, but... And that would make sense on the handlebars, too, because on the handlebars, your phone's mounted like that.
Yeah.
So it's leaning with you. Whereas if it's in your pocket...
It's not going to have nearly as much lean. Because you just move your butt a little bit, and then you lean mostly your upper body. Now, a theory I have to try then is to get like a back massage vibrator or something, put the phone on it, and then have a passenger sit in my car and
lean?
And lean
with
the vibrator.
Dude, that would be a crazy test.
Because that would tell you if it's the accelerometer.
Yes, it would.
I just have to have someone willing to sit there with a phone on the
dude, I'll do that. I'll do that. Because I want to figure this out.
And the next option is to get a speaker and then record the motorcycle sounds and then ride around with the motorcycle sounds blaring to see if it has anything to do with audio. I didn't think about leaning on turns.
I didn't think about that either, but now that...
That's actually a really good theory.
I mean, I guess that's not really a privacy issue in terms of... If it was judging by the audio, that could be more
That would be terrifying.
more of a privacy issue rather than just the accelerometer.
Yeah.
And the accelerometer is not even as bad as just the tracking in general.
Yeah,
The location tracking.
Oh, yeah, here's the one. There's the other one. Because I have a Bluetooth helmet. So if it connects to my Bluetooth helmet, it would know, like, hey, we're connected to Bluetooth named, motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
We're probably moving.
Yeah.
in a
Do you connect to your helmet?
Yes.
Okay. For music?
Yeah. I find it relaxes my shoulders way more.
Okay.
Because then all of a sudden, instead of me hyper-focusing, because I'm still really new to it,
Yeah.
I can focus a little bit on the jazz music,
Okay.
and it makes me way calmer.
Yeah.
But I also have to listen to music in a car, otherwise I get a little angry.
Wow. Okay. I feel like that's going to be it, is the leaning. Because, yeah. Dang. We might have just solved the issue, just like that.
I hope so.
Now let's make it go viral.
Yeah.
Don't steal our ideas.
Hey, we're
Self.
still screen sharing. There we go.
Don't steal our ideas, self.
Yes, no, I thought that was terrifying that I found out. I guess
Yeah.
it's just over a week ago now, but I really wanted to talk to you about it on Saturday.
You sent me a text on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah. I was like, dude, you gotta look at this.
Yeah, but he couldn't tell me because we had to talk about it on here. And then we saw each other Saturday.
Yeah, and I was like,
and...
I got another great thing I'm thinking about.
But I also can't talk to you about it.
Never talking to you again.
Except on Monday nights.
The stream is killing us.
Yeah.
Oh, otherwise, no tech news tickled my fancy this week.
No. The Linus Tech Tips roast of Linus Sebastian is out now.
Did you watch it yet?
I've watched half, but...
Okay. I was going to watch it tonight, but after the meeting that I just came from, I probably can't. I kind of work more.
Yeah. You have to do more work from the meeting?
Yeah. Yeah, I really want to watch it tonight. I'll probably end up watching it at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely wanted to see. I was almost going to pay for Float Plane to watch it live.
Yeah, I don't know how much they cut out. I know it's censored in terms of language.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they censored it as in they beeped it out, or they just took out the jokes that were dirty.
They
or offensive.
Left a lot of jokes that are dirty and offensive.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, I don't know if they left them all in, or if there was stuff that was even worse that they took out.
Okay.
But they definitely beeped all the words.
The one thing I'm curious is that...
For what it's worth.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it hasn't popped up on any gray sites where people recorded the live stream and then uploaded the uncut, unedited live stream version.
Early, yeah.
Because
that is one thing about Float Plane that could be a problem with the early access stuff.
Yeah.
Is people pirating it.
It's the same idea with like the Netflix when they'll release like a Netflix original on Netflix first. You can just go on any gray site and then that's all there is on there.
It's because recording stuff on your computer is super easy.
You
don't even have to worry about the HDCP blah 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 that you have to do on a TV, like stripping off the protection there.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I haven't looked.
You literally just open up OBS like we're doing right now.
Yeah, I haven't looked, but I would be curious if it was up there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's
not to watch it
somewhere
necessarily, just to see the difference. I don't want to watch it. I just want to know what did they cut.
Yeah,
it's like not getting to see the deleted scenes on the DVD.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Linus talk yet, so I'm not sure how bad he's gonna be.
Okay,
I think the worst. I don't remember. Kyle, Luke. Luke wasn't bad.
Oh man, I'm scrolling through news.google.com/tech, and none of it's good.
Ugh. I'll have to look up Lewis's shop walkthrough though.
It's super boring. So do something else while you do
it.
Okay. Don't set a time apart and eat dinner while doing it because it's boring.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting. It's boring, but it's interesting.
I saw a picture of him like going through a floor or something.
Yeah.
Does he have a basement down there?
So
is that where his storage is?
Apparently outside of his store, he has like a metal grate that opens up on the sidewalk.
Okay.
And then you walk into his basement.
Interesting.
I never knew that was a thing, but apparently he acted like it was normal in New York, so I guess it's
not enough room for stairs inside, so they have to
Apparently.
walk out the front door.
Yeah. No, I thought it was pretty cool. He could definitely spend a couple of dollars on house cleaning.
Yeah. Or his landlord could.
No, he needs to clean.
He
up
needs
some of
to?
his crap. It's his stuff. His landlord should pay for gas. Oh man, is that it?
15 minutes, man. We got it.
15 minutes. So, oh man, I don't think I'm working on anything else. Haven't played VR any this week. Got stuck doing work.
Yeah, it's all pretty boring. Some SpaceX stuff, which could be interesting, but not that I'm educated enough to
talk about it.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 watching. You one of them.
I might be.
If you're
No,
watching,
I'm not watching yours, so yeah.
Comment real fast and we'll talk to you.
We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm trying to get it figured out where we can stream to 2 places at once.
That doesn't cost $500.
That doesn't cost $500 for the software.
Or
this is a
$30
one-time
a
fee.
month.
Or $30 a month. Yeah, so there's a few options. There's something called Restream.io. If you want to sponsor us, we could do that. That'd make it super easy on us. But what Restream.io is you stream to a Restream server, and then that streams out to multiple other servers.
Yep.
There's another option. There's a few options that are similar to Restream, and then there is what we used for the first month because we used a month trial. What's it called?
Wirecast.
Wirecast. And Wirecast lets you just stream to multiple services at once. Although we weren't able to figure out how to stream to... Were we ever able to stream to 2 YouTube channels at once?
Yeah, so instead of saying 2 YouTube channels, we said 2 RTMP servers. So, kinda.
Yeah, okay. We were able to figure it out.
We were able to make it work all within the app. Or the program.
Yes. So that worked, but the problem is that software is like $500.
Yeah.
Which, at this point, I don't feel like it's worth it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Another big
One benefit of doing that would be that then we're stuck. Yeah. We've got to do the stream.
The other downside is Restream doesn't let you multi-stream to 2 Facebooks. Because Facebook EULA doesn't allow you to restream.
Okay.
But if you have something like FFMPeg,
yeah,
you don't have to follow the EULA.
You're not forced into it.
Yeah, you're not forced into it like Restream does.
Yeah.
So it'd be great if this actually works.
If this works, because right now, well, we started off, and I kind of explained it earlier, but what we're doing is we've got OBS up, and we're recording, we're using OBS to stream to his YouTube channel, as well as record a file, which, if something goes wrong, we can always use that file to upload.
Yeah.
Otherwise, well, at the same time the file's being recorded, FFmpeg, which is a video encoder, is grabbing frames from that file that OBS is saving and is streaming them to my channel.
Okay, yeah.
By RTMP. And in theory, we could do that to multiple other channels too, like Facebook or whatever.
So it's maxing out my send.
The downside of doing something like this as opposed to Restream is that with Restream, you on your network are uploading one stream to Restream. Yes. And then Restream on their network is streaming to
which is
multiple channels.
It's worth the money in that regard.
Yes. Which Wirecast would not do.
Yeah.
Because Wirecast would be using...
We'll just keep uploading it to separate places.
On our network would be sending to YouTube, to his YouTube, which is what we're doing right now. So it's essentially doubling the bandwidth, which is a negative.
Which is a negative, but if I upgrade internet to fiber in a month anyways, who cares?
That'll, absolutely solve the problem.
The other thing I was worried about, which is why I opened this, was writing to the disk and then rereading it right fast. I was curious if it was using a bunch of disk resources.
And we are on the hard drive, so we're not going to kill your SSD, which is nice.
Obviously, we're not using that many hard drive resources. It's bouncing off 0 to 2%.
And also, it's not using extra CPU resources because it's not FFmpeg isn't actually re-encoding it.
Yeah.
It's just sending it by RTMP.
Because, if it was maxing out the hard drive, I would just throw in a junker $18 SSD.
Yeah.
Just call it good enough.
Yep. And then when the SSD burns up, you don't have anything important on it.
Yeah.
And
it was $18 for 6 months rather than $30 a month or whatever.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean,
we did have one issue where it shut down for some reason. I'm wondering. I know what it was actually. I bet it was the max file size of a video.
Huh?
Do you think that's possible? Where we're using FLV format, which I know is FLV or
why are we
FVL?
using FLV?
I don't know. It's what OBS has set to by default.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever worked with FLV? Other than like.
One time when I accidentally exported it and I went back and re-exported it in a different format.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Otherwise, no.
I don't know. Maybe it must be smaller than MP4 or something.
Huh.
But maybe it got to the max file size.
Okay.
Which I don't know what that is on.
No idea. Yeah, but
whatever, maybe 4 gigs.
Yeah, I always try to make everything MKV.
Okay.
Because I just like it because it's a great container.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll change that because if it was
that may be why. Because if the file filled up, then it creates a new file. No more frames are coming in being streamed by FFmpeg. Okay, interesting.
But if it stops streaming, because I've been streaming for 51 minutes, you've been streaming for 24, so it should quit any minute now.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
So every 25 or so minutes. Interesting. But anyway, hopefully this will work because I don't want to spend that kind of money.
This would be great if it worked.
Yeah.
I would say make a dedicated YouTube channel if this does work. Or not dedicated YouTube, dedicated video on how to do this.
Oh, certainly. Yeah.
Easy subscribers.
Yeah. That and then the other option was something called Nginx, which I didn't look into too much, but it looked super complicated to install and set up, and I just was not interested.
Yeah, I looked into it for about 10 minutes. I was like, wow.
That's
a lot harder than it should be.
Most of the stuff was for Linux also, which is fine if that's what you want, but we're both using Windows, and it's just easier
easier.
Yeah. So, but there's just got to be an easier way to do it. Like,
you would think so, but then
I'm wondering if I can make this into some kind of GUI that sends the FFmpeg command, so I don't have to type it out each time.
Just save it on a notepad.
Yeah. But, but it'd be cool if I could make it into an actual like user interface where I could distribute that to other people too,
and you can even have several buttons like restream to Facebook, and it'll auto put in most of the Facebook crap.
Yep, and then you just put in your key, which is how OBS does it for like streaming to YouTube versus Facebook versus Twitch.
Wirecast did it too.
Yep, you just put in your key.
Yeah,
and you're good to go.
And that's super convenient, and it's not confusing, and it's not daunting like the command line is.
Yeah.
Because even though I work with computers, I still hate working with command line.
I have one of my teachers in school who's super smart dude, doctorate in something or other.
Doctorate in something.
Something computer related, and hates the command line too.
Yeah. It's just that if your program is strong enough to be, or so powerful in command line, you think you would spend 20 minutes to make a simple, super dumb, super simple GUI.
Yeah.
Just so you don't have to sit there and hit 40 different letters to do what one button can do.
Yeah. The nice thing about, that's why I would want to make it into a UI, is just so other people can use it.
The only argument for command line is that keeps noobs away.
Well,
the harder it is to use, the less people you'll have coming with you to stupid
Another
questions.
thing that's nice about command line is being able to access it from other programs. So I can write a Python script that calls a command from the command line.
Okay.
Rather than writing a Python script that opens up OBS and clicks these buttons and does all that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
So if you had, say, an app that sends a text message, or a command line app that sends a text message, and all you have to do is, in the command line, type in the name of the app, say it's send message, and then the phone number, and then the text that you send.
Yeah.
You could easily call that from inside a Python script or even a batch file.
Yeah.
Like you've worked with batch files probably.
All the time.
Yeah. So you could just write a bat file that you click on it and it sends a message or something.
Because all the bat files usually use this much RAM and use this file and do this with it.
Yeah. Whereas if it was an app like Google Voice that sends a text message, you're not going to be able to write a bat file that sends a message using Google Voice. Not easily, anyway.
Okay.
Like clicking on clicking on the Google Voice, selecting the person you want to send it to. So that is another advantage of command line stuff.
Okay.
Is that it makes it easier to do things from inside.
All right. Oh, another update on that chair that I hate so much.
Yes.
I'm starting to like it again.
Okay.
Not again.
You must be gaining weight.
I'm starting to like it. Yeah, I'm starting to gain weight.
You're
getting bigger in that chair. No, just figuring out how the center of gravity works on a chair.
Okay. Can you lean back now?
Yes. So
were you able to adjust that, or is that what you had to do, or?
So to lean back, you move the backrest 2 notches, and then my center of gravity changes enough, it leans back.
So it's like you're reclining, and then it leans back?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so if you do, the 2 notches, my center of gravity changes enough that it leans back.
Just enough.
And it feels perfect.
Okay.
And then...
a perfect balance.
Yeah. Then I usually go back, another 1 or 2 to get that zero gravity more feel.
Yeah.
And then the footrest is finally high enough then.
Once you're leaning back, the footrest is high enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and so once you lean back, your butt's below your knees, and then your footrest is level with your knees, so you kind of whoop.
Yeah.
And it's a really good feeling.
Yeah. Almost like a hammock, sort of.
But if you're sitting in the chair, you can't use the footrest.
Okay.
Because it's essentially so low it's not there. Which is a shame because I like sitting and using a footrest.
Yeah.
I can't in this bar stool because there's no thigh support.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like the chair now.
Okay. Have you gotten used to the arms being out there?
Nope.
Yeah.
Still don't like the arms. Forgot about those. No, the full arms, way to go. I don't... The island arms, I guess you call them.
Yeah.
Island arms.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
The floating arms.
Yeah. I'm debating on trying to pull a Terran and just take them off.
Totally. Ooh. Well, my chair at home doesn't have arms.
Yeah.
But I usually lean on my desk like that.
That's what Terran does. But that's also...
That dude has 4 keyboards.
Yeah.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with leaning on the desk, really.
But I mean, so my keyboard and mouse sit on a piece of wood, and so I always put my feet up and then pull the wood onto
your lap.
Onto my lap. And the other armrests fit perfect that my arm could be on the armrest, and then it goes right onto the
oh, yeah, because you were saying that you turn it sideways.
Yeah. So I use a keyboard up front and then the mouse closer to me. Instead of side by side, I do this thing. Super weird. I know. It's comfortable. My body likes it like this.
Just chilling.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, with these armrests, I can't get my arms close enough. Otherwise, it's right on the bone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, armrests are still a fight. Gotta figure it out. Might put the old armrests on or something.
You've already got the wheels from the old chair.
Yeah. And I still have the leg rest from the old chair. Because it's useless in the sitting position. So I use the old footrest in the sitting position. Uh-huh. And then when I go to watch a streaming service, I'll use the new footrest because I turn 90 degrees to get to the other screens. That's my chair update. For anyone who cares about Jacob's chair. Having a good chair is important.
I do not have a good chair.
Oh, I had not an argument, that's the wrong word. Hard persuasion with a customer. He's doing a custom gaming build.
Okay.
Getting all their own stuff. I'm just doing the assembly and installation and making sure that it can all overclock and it operates right. And they were going to buy a $12 keyboard off Amazon. They're spending $1,800 in parts. That's the budget.
So this would just be a normal diaphragm keyboard?
Yeah, a good old membrane keyboard.
Yeah.
And it had the European enter key.
Is that the thin one?
This is super thick one that takes up the
gotcha.
two rows.
It takes up the slash and vertical line.
And I was like, dude, cut down on something else because you need a better keyboard.
Yeah, I like my mechanical keyboard.
I love my mechanical keyboard.
I wouldn't mind having a 10 key though. I have a 10 keyless.
So I really love the 10 keyless because it fits on my lap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to get a bigger lap.
I like it for that aspect, but I would like to have that for extra keybinds and stuff.
Okay.
Specifically like in games or...
So you'd use it for keybinds, not for the 10 key?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Because my other keyboards have 10 key. The only keyboard that I own that doesn't have 10 key is my mechanical, which is the one I use in the main room all the time. And I almost never use 10 key. Even at the store when I'm entering customer phone numbers, I use the top 10 rather than the side 10.
Yeah. I've started to at work because
you type in enough
I'm
numbers.
not going to tell you what I do, but yeah, I type in some numbers. So I've been trying to do it just to learn it, really. It is pretty easy. Like, just put your middle finger on the little notch on the 5 and then ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. The one thing I've always found
it's more accurate, I would say.
Is that they always use the calculator keyboard, and then on your phones, you always have the phone keyboard that's opposite.
Yeah.
And it always gets me, which is why I don't want to learn the computer keyboard.
Yeah.
Because then if I ever have to use the phone keypad, it's opposite.
Yeah. Wonder why that is. Doesn't matter, but...
I researched it a long time ago, and I had found the reason. I don't remember it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, phone keyboards, keypads are opposite of computer keypads.
It's interesting how my laptop has a 10 key and my desktop does not have a 10 key.
Same here.
Because normally people would be
go
the exact
other way?
opposite, yeah. Because you want your laptop to be small, which mine is not.
Neither is mine. I like my laptops thick. Harder to break. Man, I slammed on the brakes yesterday. This flew off the passenger seat and smashed in the dashboard. I thought it cracked for sure. I went from 70 to 0 in like 30 feet. And we're all good. It landed on a water bottle, and apparently that's what saved it. Oh. This thing is indestructible. I say that one has broken before, but I sell like 2 to 3 a week.
Yeah. And one broken isn't enough to matter.
Because I throw this everywhere. I love it. That's my selling point on it. Is you could be rough with these business grade laptops. I think that's what yours is too. Yeah. You know, these business grade laptops take a beating. Not like those little razor thin touchscreen ones. Yeah. Like these.
So I looked up the difference, and basically it's boring and just like tradition.
Oh,
so
has something to do with the Bell Company, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Back in the 1950s.
Yep.
Oh, really? It's the 1950s.
Yeah. It says the calculator and adding machine designers had already established a layout that had 7, 8, and 9 across the top. And apparently phones were designed to mimic the rotary dial with one at the top. And I don't know. It's boring and doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it would be really nice if it was not like that.
They just all made them the same.
Yeah. But of course, everybody has to be better than the other ones.
Yeah. Just wait till Apple gets rid of the 10-digit system and everyone follows pursuit. We've upgraded.
Speaking of which, phone numbers. How many phone numbers are there in the U.S.? Think about it.
A ton.
So there's 10 digits, right?
Yes.
Which is, what, 10 to the power of 10, right?
Yeah.
10 up 10, which is... Oh, that is a lot, actually.
10 billion? That says on the side of the die. Commas.
Oh, yeah. 10 billion.
That's an American billion. That's 1,000 millions.
Yes. All right, so...
For all our British viewers out there.
Yeah. All of you. Okay, so 10 billion, that's a lot, because there's 300 million people in the U.S. And then other countries have a country code on them.
We have a country code.
We have one, yeah.
We have...
Because we're number 1. Or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so that's... I wasn't thinking about there being that many.
But then how many people... How many phone numbers do one person own per person in the U.S.?
Especially with things like Google Voice or home phone and cell phone, burner phones.
A lot of burner phones. So excluding Google Voice, I have 4 phone numbers.
Okay.
With Google Voice, I think I have 8.
Because with emails, you're never really going to run out of emails. Like, that's just insane amount of number of emails.
Yeah.
But with phone numbers and them being 10 digits and only being the 10 digits, no letters, there's a lot less phone numbers than there are email addresses or even domain names.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 4 Google Voice numbers.
Okay.
So me, one person, I might be an exception to this, has 8 10-digit numbers assigned to them.
So I was thinking, what if they went into like talking about dropping the 10-digit system, like went into hex numbers or something?
Or
you've got like 1 through 0 or 0 through 9, and then A B C D E F. That'd be 16 up 10.
Yeah,
which would be a lot more.
It'd just be 16 billion, wouldn't it?
Oh no, dude, it'd be more than that. Way more than that.
So then it's just 16 with 10 zeros? Oh, no, it's not.
It's a trillion? So that's millions, billions, trillions.
American trillion.
It'd be 1 trillion, which is a million.
Yeah. million.
Yeah.
For all our British viewers.
That'd be interesting if Apple just like switched to doing that. Just out of nowhere.
How would you type that on a 10 key?
You wouldn't. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying about the standardization.
All new. So if you have an old phone, you can't call a new person.
Yeah.
So if I upgrade
imagine IPv4 versus IPv6.
If I upgrade my phone, I get new friends because all my old friends can't call me.
Yeah, but you can call them.
Then aside from hitting call back, they have no option.
Yeah. Although actually, spoiler alert, they would eventually update the phone app.
Like 3 extra buttons at the bottom or whatever.
They just wouldn't be able to call you from their home phone.
On their rotary phone?
But like, think about it. IPv4 versus IPv6.
Yeah. I still hate IPv6.
Yeah, I don't use IPv6 ever.
I use IPv4 all the time for custom routing.
Like setting up networks and stuff, yeah.
IPv6, let it auto do whatever it wants to be. It can figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know why we needed IPv6. To me, IPv4 is still plenty.
But eventually you'll run into that too.
Eventually. But by that eventually, I'll probably be dead or I don't care about the internet anymore. Or it could be like IPVG, and it'll be Google's IPv4 network.
Okay, yeah.
Because by then...
So that'd be like adding a country code.
Yeah. Yeah, because IPv6 is just way too long.
Yeah.
I can remember four sets of 3 numbers.
4 sets of 3 numbers. And, yeah, like, one of them's going to be 0, one of them's going to be 1, and one of them's going to be...
Yeah.
192.
Yeah, 192.168.0.1.
Yep.
It's not 0.1, it's 1.1. That's probably the greatest magic trick. Doing house calls.
Yeah.
And going to set up a network. It's like, all right, so tell me about your network. You always have to figure out what their network is, what they
usually it's probably pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
A router and then there's stuff connected to the single router.
Yeah. And it's like, all right, now what do you want it to be? Because I always want I want the story of how it is in the past and now.
Yeah.
And what they're expecting and what they want.
Yeah.
And then their budget, of course.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, so where's your router at? And then they take me to the creepiest, darkest corner of their house. And like, it's...
right behind the refrigerator.
Under the desk. Like, oh, that desk. And so I go to remote in, and they're like, how did you know what our IP address is? I'm like, well, it's your private IP address.
Hacker
it's
man.
Not your public IP address.
Hacker man.
Yeah. And you tell them it's their private IP address, and I'm like, how'd you get that?
Not that kind of private. Private as only matters for you.
I think the IP address is poorly explained to the mass consumer.
I think it's not explained to the mass consumer.
And I feel like that's a necessity. That's like explaining your street address.
Pretty much.
Exactly how
Except
I explain
it changes based on your...
Sometimes it changes. Majority of times it doesn't. Your public doesn't the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Whenever the power goes out and it comes back, sure.
Yeah.
Or, 2 poles fall in your yard.
Yeah.
Reset up those servers. Otherwise,
I think that's about it.
boring week for news.
Yep.
But we passed. I'm at 1 hour, 10 minutes.
I'm at 42 minutes. So my stream is
Not
running
bad.
fine. Yeah, it's good. Maybe it was just some weird issue that hopefully will never happen again.
Well, let's see how our frames were. Dropped frames.
0 dropped frames.
Woo!
That's pretty good. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago that we had a ton of drop
Like
frames?
60% drop. Yeah. Because my upload was like 8 megs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last week we just didn't stream live at all. We uploaded later
Yeah.
because my private key on YouTube changed. This week I'm halfway off the screen.
Yeah. I got plenty of screen.
Yeah. Stolen my screen. But yeah.
I think it definitely went. I think the stream went better overall.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks we don't have topics.
We
Partially my fault for.
let's just say you provided all the topics.
You did Windows Linux.
Actually, I put both of them in there.
You actually put all 3 of those things in there.
Today.
Yeah, I opened it this morning before I started working on stuff around the house.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesse hasn't add anything, which means I don't have to add anything.
Yeah. Well, I knew you already had some topics.
Yeah, that's
Like the 2 topics we discussed early.
Yeah,
Um,
gotta keep my life interesting. That's what's keeping this show alive.
Yeah.
So we
I
don't
need
have
to-
sponsors. Oh Lord.
I need to get on my my phone project. Maybe this week.
Come up with new projects. We can work on that airplane later.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to look into that because that seems really interesting.
It would be
think that'd be fun
super
to build.
interesting
Yeah.
if we get the USB porting to work.
Yeah.
Cause I think if we just use normal controller, I'd lose interest pretty fast because it's just another toy.
Yeah.
I don't really care for toys at this
Yeah.
to that degree.
Yeah.
But if you got the full body
Uh-huh.
experience, get a little desk fan in front of you.
I'll push you out of the chair.
Yeah, every time I turn, you pull the
Yeah.
chair.
We pretend we're on our motorcycle with Google Maps.
I was just saying Google Maps.
Airplane.
You
Google
know,
Maps detects you're in
we
an
put the
airplane.
generator in the car, and you can just drive as I fly. It's an open field.
Turn. That'd be something.
That'd be dangerous.
Ah, man, you never get to fly your drone from a car. I wanted you to do that.
I
Get
tried
that
flying while
experience.
walking, and that was impossible.
A
I
car is
tripped
different
while
than
walking straight
well,
forward.
Well, in a car, you're not going to trip. You're just going to throw up.
Just gonna throw up.
Yeah. But anyway, tune in next week to hear us discuss more topics related to tech and
Hopefully some news.
hopefully some news and project updates.
Yeah, definitely project updates.
Definitely project updates. We'll see if we can make any progress.
Finally finished with this. I mean, it's a
Have
30
you
day.
have you used it at the grocery store yet?
Not really.
Like to buy food?
Because I just bought food a week ago, and
Okay.
I got this over the week.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So the house is fully stocked at the moment. But then, yeah.
So you should start using it hopefully this week.
Yeah. It's just a little inconvenient because it sits on the top of the fridge. Or not on top of the fridge, the
Microwave?
microwave. And so you have to pull it down, open it,
Yeah.
and then pull up your trash and scan it.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, if I can get rid of this thingy, if you know how to get rid of this thingy,
The unlock screen.
yeah, the unlock screen, that'd be great. Because I would like it to just be the button.
Tap.
And then, yeah.
App's already open. Tap.
But everywhere in the settings I couldn't find get rid of unlock screen. Get rid of the pen for the unlock screen,
But not totally unlock screen, yeah.
yeah. I don't really want to leave the screen on 24/7.
Yeah.
Give me some major burn-in a week.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Have a good week. Let's tech about that.
Oh, yeah.
How to turn off stream.
Hey, watch this.